Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is. We are back again, man. And it's bonus banger time, y'all. It's bonus banger time, y'all. That's a lot. It's bonus banger time, and I got one. That's a lot. I keep a banger. But like I always say before I start my videos, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5, getting to the bag the legit way. I have no problem making sure y'all got something to listen to in the morning time, man. I have no problem doing these things. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. It's no problem on my end, y'all. But I just need y'all to do one thing for me, man. And that's just stay out the way. Y'all know the count. That's all I want y'all to do. And I want y'all to stay out the way, man. But you don't gotta go through what I've been through, man. A lot of people that watch this channel never been to jail before, man. So like, just take these stories, man, and just believe what I'm saying, man. Like, understand that what I'm talking about is a dangerous place that I never want you to go, man. Like, everything changes when you go to this place, man. Like, you think you out here doing the right thing by sneaking around, getting to the bag, getting around the police or whatever the case, man. Like, if it ever comes to an end, you going to where I was at, and your life is going to change, man. I don't want you to go through that, man. I don't want your kids to go through that. I don't want your family to go through that, man. So just stop what you're doing right now. Just think about it. You don't want to go to the place Trey was at, man. It's a crazy place. You don't want to go. Some states is dangerous than others, so you don't want to go into these places, man. I'm letting y'all know now, man. So just stay out the way, period. But y'all already know the count. Like I said, it's a bonus banger. So what I need y'all to do with this one? Like, share, subscribe, so y'all. Let's get this. Let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Took His Cakes. Crazy one right here, y'all. Crazy story right here, man. But you already know, I just finished explaining to y'all, man, the place I do not want y'all to come. Prison is dangerous, man. It's filled with a lot of crazy situations, a lot of twists and turns, a lot of people that's just so crazy and sneaky and just like people like plan to do everything in there, man. It's like it's scary like that, man. People have nothing else to do but really get really strategic or whatever they want to do. And when it comes down to like violence and different stuff like that, I'm letting y'all know now, man, they have predators in there, man. They are waiting and they are lurking and they are on the low. And some of them are out there and some of them on the low, man. But you will catch the ones that's like, you know, that they never done stuff like this before. Then the opportunity presents itself and they become who they are. That's what you will see in there, man. You don't want to come to this place for those reasons right there. So with that being said, we are on Susses 2 for this one, y'all. We are on Susses 2. And I can remember being back in 2C, man, for the 3rd time. And I talk about this a lot, man, because I went back to 2C, man, for the 3rd time. Like early in the beginning parts of my Sussex years, I was in 2C. I went to the hole like in 04, like the beginning of 04, like, or maybe the end of 03, one of the two. But I came right back to 2C and I was in there for a while and I went to the hole again and I became a 4-building guy. And then I became a 3-building guy. Then I went to 2-building downstairs. Like I done been to a lot of pods, but now it's slightly at the end right now, y'all. And I'm not, when I say the end, it's like, I'm to the point, and like I said, if you follow my stories, you know what I'm talking about when I'm in this pod, when I'm in 2C at the end. And this is like 2008. And this is like kind of like where I'm finally done doing everything. Like y'all knew how I was moving around in there. Y'all seen how I was always out trying to get to the bag. Y'all seen it. Y'all witnessed it. Y'all heard it, man. Like that was my life for a lot of years. But I was at the point, man, where I just started like I got tired of bumping into dudes that messed up on Lawrenceville, because y'all know Lawrenceville is a level 3. I'm on a level 4, Sussex 2. So I got tired of seeing dudes that messed up on Lawrenceville. When they mess up on Lawrenceville, they send them to Sussex 2. So they swap them out. That's basically what they do. So I got tired of bumping into guys It just always had Lawrenceville stories, and like you will hear the good, the bad. Some people said it was whack, which I knew it was a lie. But you would see these guys because they were spread it out through susses. Because when they mess up on Lawrenceville, that's what they were sending them to. So it was like I just got tired of hearing it, man. Like just with all the circumstances of how the investigator had it on Smash, and like I couldn't really I couldn't even mess with the La no more. Like it was a wrap. It was like no wins. Like every time I get comfortable and start messing with the La, they come with that cup. And it was like, I had no wins, man. So it just started feeling uncomfortable. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to stay out the way. Like I had homeboys that was in 2C right before I was in 2C. And they got transferred from 2C to Lawrenceville. So it was like, that was like the blueprint. Even though any pod you can get transferred from. But you want to be like in a pod where everybody's kind of on this page. Not everybody, but a lot of people. So the pod, when I got out the hole and I went to 2C, I already had in my mind, like I'm done. You know what I mean? Like I'm done. I'm gonna stay out the way. It was crazy how I went because my annual review happened right before I was about to get out the hole. So it was like that year was dead. Like, you know what I mean? I was starting a fresh year. So all I had to do was just go a whole year charge free fresh. And I got a fresh start by getting off that compound, man. And when I saw that I had that opportunity, I was like, that's what it is. That's the play right there. It didn't even matter why I got out from the hole and what's the pod I went to. It didn't even matter, man. I could have went to any pod and I was going to be on this type of time. But I just told myself like I was done doing everything that I was doing, which was wrong because I'm missing out on another situation. I gotta spread my wings. Like I got to get to another spot. I got to experience other things. I haven't been nowhere but Sussex. I grew up on Sussex. So I told myself right then and there, y'all, I'm trying to get to Lawrenceville, y'all. So boom. Now that I'm in 2C again, though, it's crazy. Like, it's like nostalgic kind of like, because I started in this pod from the beginning, 2002. I started in this pod. Now it's 2008 and I'm back in this pod. And this is the pod I'm planning on leaving from. So it's like, I'm in the pod and I'm seeing what's going on. And it's still real prison. It's still stuff going on in there where you still will see that it's real prison. But it was like everything was happening perfect for me, man. Like, my cell was cell 44. Now, cell 44 and cell 22. 22 is on the bottom tier. 44 is on the top tier. Both of those cells are right next door to the back doors on the bottom tier and the top tier. So for real, like the old trade, the old Weezy, I wouldn't want to be in those cells ever. But like, it was like God was doing everything for a reason. So I get assigned to cell 44 out of all the cells I done been in through all the pods and all this stuff. I never been in cell 44. I moved in cell 44, man. So it was like that right there was another indication like, bro, you can't do nothing anyway. And I wasn't doing nothing. So I just was in big mode, man. That's all I was trying to do. Just stay out the way. Don't catch no stupid charges, stamp account, all the above. Now, really all my homeboys that was in there, they got transferred. They started getting transferred. Some went to 2s, some went to 3s. It was like when dudes got in that part, they started staying out the way. So it was like, I really ain't had no like a bunch of dudes that I rock with, like, you know what I mean? The blue team was in there, red team was in there. Y'all know they always in the building. So it was like, I knew dudes, I was cool. The only dude I used to mess with was this one dude from Danville. Now, me and bro had met in the hole like 3 years ago. But like, we never was in a pod together, but when we met in the hole, we met on some like, we started because we was next door neighbors in the hole. So we went from just war story and bitten because we was next door neighbors in the vent on the door all night or whatever to like, he'll get a bag, somebody will send him something, then he'll break bread with me. Vice versa. Somebody will send me something, I'll break bread with him. So it was like, we had just got cool. So when we got out the hole and we seen each other, like we was still cool. You know what I mean? Bro stayed out the way. He was kind of a little tall, little brown skinned dude. He was from Danville. He wasn't on no members. He definitely ain't rock with the blue team or the red team. He was his own self. That was another thing that I like about him, man. But now he's in 2C. Now, bro, I'll say bro really wasn't on no time like he trying to like do what I'm doing and like stay out the way and like not get into stuff. I wouldn't say he's doing that. But at the same time, like if an opportunity presents itself on anything, bro is still going to be a real prisoner as far as how he been bitten. Like he's not thinking about transfer. If it happens, it happens. And that's how bro carried it, man. But we gonna call bro Mike. Now, Mike was the type of dude, like, I don't know, like I heard he got into it with the police a couple times. Like I done heard a few stories. He told me a few stories. How he done run with the police from this prison, from the jail, all this stuff. So like, that was kind of like his MO, like bucking. Because when I met him back in the hole, like bro was bucking. And like he was snapping out. Me and him got cool because he came to the door. He was like, hey, he called my cell. He was like, hey, look, since you my neighbor, bro, I'm gonna let you know now. I'm about to flood this junk, man. So like, you got stuff on the floor, go ahead and put that junk up, because this whole junk about to be flooded. So he gave me the heads up about the flood he was about to make, man. That was kind of honorable to be in the hole to tell somebody that. So that was another reason me and him kind of was cool. So like, I seen bro kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like have the MO of like beefing with the police and all that. So like, I knew that was like that. That's not what I'm into. So, you know what I mean? But me and him would chill together sometime. You know what I mean? We'll be at the table. We might play dominoes every blue moon. Then we eat together when we go to Child and stuff like that. Nah, you know what I mean? I used to go to Child and sit with my roommate. You know what I mean? Like we usually be in the back of the line. So we'll catch that table. It'll just be me, him, probably his homeboy, and I'll just eat and we'll dip. So like me and Mike didn't have that relationship, man. But Mike just always got into stuff. And I used to talk to him about how I was changing up, you know what I mean? Trying to give him a blueprint on why I was doing what I was doing. And for the most part, he got it. But at the same time though, man, Mike was the type of dude, man, he just always made crazy decisions, y'all. So boom, now 2 weeks roll by. I don't know, because of all those, you know what I mean, times he done bucked with the police. I don't know if he took a lot of beatings behind that. Don't get me to lie. But all I know is like Mike kept pushing like he wanted a bottom bunk. Like that was the main thing he was pushing. He was like, yo, he was writing it up. He was saying this. He was saying when he got injured, when he got into it with the COs, he was writing that stuff up saying that he needed a bottom bunk. Now, Mike was in a cell with a dude that he was only in a cell with probably for like a couple months. Now, this dude was in the pod before I moved in there. But when I seen who his roommate was, like when I used to go to Mike's cell and stuff, because I slept in 44. Mike slept in 42. And like it was I think it was like his homeboy, somebody else that he used to talk to slept like in 41 or maybe cell 40, one of the two, but all us was on the top tier. So Mike was pushing that he needed a bottom bunk. Now the dude that he was in the cell with, I'll say he was probably like 26 or something. Like he was like 26, but he just had that look of like he was just extra, like, you know, you could be green, and I didn't explain how dudes be green in penitentiary, but like he just had that look of like I don't know if I want to learn how to really, like, you know what I mean, to be on point about everything that's going on. So like when I used to see him, he used to always be in the room writing in his notebook. And like the notebook, it was crazy because on the front of the notebook, he had like in pen, like he blacked out coloring inside the words, like it was a graffiti words, but it's like he colored in them joints real heavy. And he used like 2 ink pens, like using all that damn ink. And the junk said incarcerated. Like he was writing a book called Incarcerated or something. So one day I asked him, and this is the only conversation me and him had at this particular moment. But I asked him, man, and we're gonna call this dude right here, man. We're gonna call him Kirk. For real, like this was the only conversation me and Kirk had, man. I asked Kirk, man, I was like, what you writing a book? He looked up and he was on the bottom bunk and my man was on the top bunk. But I told my man trying to get the bottom bunk. So I guess he had a bottom bunk pass too, because, you know, if there anything, they would have switched. But Mike won't push and try to Debo dude. Mike went on no stuff like that with dude. Like Mike, that's one thing Mike wasn't. He wasn't a bully. You know what I mean? He just didn't stand for nothing. So, you know, he started explaining that he writing books, but his voice was kind of like, you know, he was like, yo, I'm just writing my life out. I'm just writing my life out. I'm just taking my time. And, you know, sometimes it takes me a while to put it on paper, but like, you know, like I'm going to write this book. He was like, after I served these 12 years, like I'm going to have a few books. And he was saying that's what he was doing. So I'm like, man, that's crazy. You got 12 years. He was like, yeah. So I'm like, man, so when I'm saying that, my homeboy Mike like, man, you don't even belong in here, Weezy. Look, tell him how long you been down, Weezy. I was like, man, I've been down since 2000. He was like, man, you're going on 10 years. I'm like, yeah, man, like grew up in this junk. I was like, that's how I be, man. Like, you know, you want to do a little bit of time too. But he was like, man, he was like, tell him why you in here. Tell him what happened. He got off, he moved his feet, put his slippers on from the bottom bunk. He was like, he stood up. He was like, just being a stupid ass driver, man. I was the fucking driver. Like, I didn't fucking supposed to do this shit, man. I was just with some guys that they fucking robbed the place, man. Like, I'm not gonna say what city this guy from either, man. You know what I mean? But he was like, man, they fucking robbed the place. And, you know, they fucking shot the clerk. And, you know, they just told me they was just going to rob the place, man. And next thing I know, they jumping in the car telling me to skid out of there. I was like, they told you to skid out of there? He was like, told me to skid out of there, man. I was like, how long it took for y'all to get caught? He was like, police was everywhere when he turned the corner. So it was like, you know, like sometimes it be crazy circumstances, like when people mess up their life and you, look at this. You go from living your regular life. You're not really a criminal. You don't do criminal things. You're not in the streets. You don't do street things. But one person, which is Satan, he'll pull up on you. Hey, I need you to give me a ride. Me and my homeboy. Look, we're gonna rob this store. I'm gonna give you $1,000. As soon as we come out, you ain't gotta do nothing but drive. As soon as we get it. You know, a smart person will look at that and be like, nah, I'm not getting involved in none of that stuff. Anything can go wrong. Like, what are the chances of a robbery going good? I mean, they go good sometimes, but not all the time. So what are the chances of that? You know what I mean? So you got to look at that. Now, somebody that's green, somebody that don't really know nothing, somebody that's cool with somebody that they look up to, somebody that they listen to people, or whatever the case, they're going to agree with this situation like Kirk did. Kirk put himself in this shit, man. Like, look where he at now, serving 12 years on Sussex 2. So this is the circumstances for him, man, for making a wrong choice. This is why you should make the right move, because you can end up like this guy. But for the most part, man, like, besides him writing that book, or besides him, like, just being super quiet, he never really came up like that, man. You know what I mean? Like, Kirk was an alright dude, you know what I mean? Like, he stayed in his lane. He ain't talk to nobody. He go to chow, he take a shower, he stay out the way. You know what I mean? He had his own little stuff. But at the end of the day, man, the man was just super green, y'all. So, boom. Now, I'll say it was probably about like another few days. My homeboy Mike, he ended up saying like, yo, man, he was like, yo, I'm about to move, man. He was like, I gotta get on the bottom bunk. I can't stay on the top bunk too much longer. So he went and hollered at the lieutenant. When I seen him finish hollering at the lieutenant, he came back up. He was like, yeah, the lieutenant say, man, he got somebody that'll switch. So I guess when he had already been hollering at the lieutenant, putting in a request for him, trying to see who would switch rooms or whatever the case, I guess the lieutenant was trying to figure out, he was trying to find somebody who would, you know, who really don't care about going on the top bunk, that's on the bottom bunk, or just for broke and get a bottom bunk because he do have the paper. Now, usually dudes that have bottom bunks, a lot of them be having bottom bunk passes because they know stuff like this, what I'm about to tell y'all, can happen. So they end up, you know what I mean, finding a compatible joint. So when bro came back up, I seen him go up the steps to our cell. So they call cell break. So I go up there kind of behind him. I go up the steps, I hit the corner. So I got to pass all of them. So as I'm passing all of them, getting to my cell, I see Mike. He's talking to the dude that's sleeping. I want to say this was 40, but it could have been 39. But they all was right there. They was like right there on the top tier. So I see Mike talking to him, and I see the dude like I don't care. So I went in the jump. I grabbed my cup because I was going to get some ice. I come back out the cell. They still talking, so they kind of like got the jump blocked. So I stopped, but he know I rock with Mike. So the dude is an alright dude. We gonna call this dude E. Now, E was like a regular dude. Like, I'll give E early 40s. Now, E wasn't somebody that always outside working out. He was decent, but he was just like probably worked out in his time, like a little bit when he was in his 20s or something like that. But all E wanted to do is play the parlay and be the number one gunner. Now, it was a few number one gunners in the pod. There's always gonna be number one gunners. When I came in, I scanned and I didn't see no predators. Now, at the end of the day, it was still number one gunners in there. Now, dudes is being the number one gunners. That's gonna happen to any pod. That's what's going on. So the dude, he was one of the guys, but he was like in his 40s. Like, he didn't do nothing but play pinochle, play the parlay, be in the cell, you know what I mean? And gun, that's all he used to do. So I see bro talking to him as I pull up. They right there still talking. I see them kicking it then, bro, like, yeah, man, hey, look, he say he gonna switch with me, man. I'm about to get this bottom bunk over here. I might have been sell 39. He was like, I'm about to get this bottom bunk over here in 39. I'm about to move in 39. I was like, oh, for real, selling who? He was like, yeah. He was like, bro, on the bottom bunk, but he said he don't mind going on the top bunk. I don't know what it was, y'all. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. This is my word. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, they right there. Like, we got the top tier, like, where we at in our section kind of blocked off. If somebody walk past, they got to kind of maneuver. So it's like we all right there. Dude right there, my homeboy right there. And he like, yeah, he's saying he don't mind like giving up the bottom bunk to go on the top bunk. And when he said that, I promise y'all, man, like the only thing that I could do or think, because that was weird. That was weird hearing for the first time. But the only thing I can do, man, I scanned his ass. Nothing went off. Nothing happened. Not even maybe in his past. Nothing came up, y'all. So I looked at that junk, man, like for real, like, you gotta be an honorable citizen, prison inmate, to be like, you gonna give up your bottom bunk to move on the top bunk. Like, what is the trick with that, y'all? At the end of the day, I felt like that was a little sneaky right there, y'all. So boom! Next thing you know, they made the move happen. I seen my man moving. I even helped him move his stuff. I looked up, dude was moving his stuff already into bro cell, and he was happy to go on the top bunk. You know what I mean? The only thing, dude, for real, man, like even though I scanned him, it was still like, that was crazy, man. Just, y'all hear what I said? Do y'all catch the sign? Y'all gotta catch the signs in these stories. He said he will give up his bottom bunk to go move on the top bunk. Now, I'm not saying nobody would never do that, man, but just think about it though for a second. And I'll be lying if I tell y'all that that wasn't on my mind. It's like, man, what's up with dude? But like when I scanned him, it was like I got a good scan off him, like, and for real, he didn't even see me when I was over there, like he didn't even see me. I'm like, in my head, like he didn't even see it. So I scanned the guy, and he came up clean, man. So like, there was nothing I can do. But like for real, even though I was thinking like, yo, that's wild, why he want to do that? I still wasn't thinking he was on some psycho stuff. I wasn't thinking this, man. So I'm thinking everything straight. My man done moved in the cell now. He good. Like he back on the bottom bunk. He feeling good. Everything straight. So I say probably like another week or two go by. About another week or two, man. Probably about a week. We can change or something like that. But all I know is I look up and I just see the dude Kirk, like he's standing downstairs. And he just looking stupid. Then I look, I see his roommate, the same dude, the dude E. I see him pull up and he talking to him like they talking, they had a conversation. Then you see the dude Kirk, like, you do something like that. Then I look up, I see Mike sitting at the table. So like it ain't a big ruckus of what I'm saying or what's going on, but some people picked what was going on. So I guess Mike was one of the dudes that sent it. So I'm seeing what's going on. So Mike see what's going on. Mike pull up on him. Mike walk to the table, walk over there when he was at by the table. What's up? What happened? He was like, man, somebody stole my stuff. I came in the cell. All my food was gone. My TV was gone. Everything. I was like, what? Now, the crazy thing on this, y'all, the whole time Mike was in that cell, nothing came up missing. Like Mike never stole nothing, which he didn't have to worry about Mike stealing nothing. Now, you be having on the low thieves, like the stuff go down like this. Like I have seen it, like, man, and you know, I'm looking at bro character and like, you know, he's kind of like this type of person guy I prey on, man. Like they preying on the weak. They like, if I take his stuff, yeah, they gonna be looking for it and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, it's gone. So I'm looking at the junk, man. I'm like, man, that junk crazy. So I walk up, I hear Mike, like, man, he said somebody went in his cell. I'm like, what? We got a thief in the pod. I'm like, man, let me go watch my stuff right now. But I'm joking. I go up the steps. I'm joking. I'm like, man, let me go count my stuff right now. But I'm going to count my stuff for real, y'all. There's a thief in the pot. I go in the cell. I do inventory quick. Everything there. You know what I mean? I come back out. I'm like, man, there's a thief here, man. So everybody looking like, man, who in here stealing? You hear dudes kind of like. Then you hear the dude E. He come out. He like, yeah, man. I'm going to let it be known right now. Whoever came in my cell, whoever came in my goddamn cell, I'm going to let it be known right now. When I find out who it is, I got to have your ass. Yeah. I got to have your ass when I find out. The dude Kirk standing there like, he got the puzzle face like. I'm like, damn, man. Mike looking like, man, y'all niggas stealing in here. Like it wasn't no stealing going on. Nobody was stealing nothing, y'all. There was no stealing going on. So like, this shit was just like crazy to me. Like, damn, niggas took bro shit. So the rest of the day go by. Nobody still pops up about who stole what, who did what, or whatever the case is. All I know is, man, I looked up, y'all, and I seen the dude E. He was coming out of dude's cell, like cell 21. Like he was on the bottom tier all the way in the back by the door slab. I seen him coming out the jump. I look, it's a big orange bag in there. I see the cable wires. I see all that in there. There's food in there. All that is in there. I look, he going up the steps. He at the steps. He like, he at the corner going by his cell. He was like, and he walking back to his cell. And he got to say, hey, see, I open the door. See, open the door. He going to jump. He was like, look what I found. That's all I heard by the door close. I'm looking like, this man pop up out of nowhere telling me, look what he found. I'm like, man, it's crazy. So I see Mike. I say, yo, you ain't see his cell. He found his stuff. He was like, oh, he found it. Mike was playing cards. I was like, yeah, he said he found it. Bro, he took it upstairs. He was like, for real? He was like, all right, somebody take my spot. He came over, he was like, for real? I was like, yeah, bro, I see a dude come out and sell over there. He go up the steps with dude's stuff. He was like, who said he come out? I said, man, he came out that Richmond dude sale, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a thief in the pod. Like, you know, I'm watching everything. Like, even if it ain't got nothing to do with me, fuck that. I want to know what's going on. I'm going to alert my man. I said, he came out of that Richmond dude sale. You know what I mean? He like, man, that's crazy, man. You think they running a play on him? I was like, what kind of play? Like, you know what I mean? I said, man, he probably tell dude he got to break bread with some of that food for getting it back. Like, that's like the oldest trick in the book for an old head. Run a scam like that. Like, they run all type of scams. You never know what the hell he doing. So, goddamn, he like, man, goddamn, that shit crazy, man. That shit wild, man. Like, for real, man. Like, I feel bad for moving on now, Weezy, man. I'm like, why you feel bad? Like, why, bro? Like, I was like, was you that cool with him? He was like, no, he was all right. He was like, but you know, he weak though, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look at him. Like, you see how he was looking when he found out somebody stole his stuff? He was like, man, if that was our stuff somebody stole, man. He said, we'll be here breaking TVs, going in sales. I said, that's a lot, bro. I said, nobody taking my stuff, man. I said, but at the end of the day, though, bro, you got to do your bid, though, bro. Like, you can't be, like, what can you do, bro? I said, man, he got 12 years, bro. I said, man, you ain't put him in here. I said, it's sad. I said, but I stopped caring about trying to, like, always be trying to do to save people, man. I was like, you can't save everybody. I said, if his celly ran a play on him, if his celly was that petty to run a play on him, though, I said, no, that's grimy for real, man. I was like, man, like, you feel some type of way about that, that's on you, bro. I said, but if he really did that, man, that's some grimy ass shit right there, y'all. So, boom. Bro, listen to everything I said. He knew I was right. We went back and forth for a little bit, kicked it for a little bit, man. And next thing you know, you seen the dude, Kirk, come down the steps. You know what I mean? Kirk come down the tip. He come down the steps easy, like, he walking, he like, he see us standing right there. He was like, you got your shit back? He was like, yeah, my celly found that shit, man. I was like, for real? Where the fuck you found that? He was like, he said he didn't want to tell me who he got it from, man. He like, just to keep problems away. He said the dude didn't know that, you know, I rock with E. So, you know, like, the dude was hungry. Dude ain't had no soup, so I gave dude 10 soups. You know, and, you know, I looked out for my roommate for getting it back, you know. So I'm like, damn, like, he explaining this shit like that shit was just ABC 1, 2, 3. Like, you don't understand. Like, that shit, it definitely wasn't. Like, you gotta understand where you at. You gotta understand where you at. So I'm quiet. I'm just listening to him talk. So I'm just sitting there listening because I already know where this is going. I already know where this is going. Like, this is kind of crazy, like, real talk, everything I'm hearing. And he just keep going on telling us more of the horror stories. He kind of like, yeah, you know, like, they didn't take my chips. Like, they took my TV. He said they took all my meat products. And they took all of the honey buns and cakes that I had. So I'm like, they took all your cakes? He was like, yeah, they took all my cakes. So I'm like, man, like, just hearing that jump, man, like I've been locked up for a while. Like, I never seen nothing like, I never like experienced like somebody saying like this happened to them in this type of way. You know what I mean? Like, I already know predators are so sneaky. Like, sometimes they do things that you would never expect. It be crazy situations going on. So as he just talking, I just look over at Mike, and Mike just looking like, Mike looking mad. Mike looking super mad. He was like, yo, I'm gonna ask you something, man. And don't you lie to me either. Don't you lie to me either, man. You talk about they took this and took that and they took all your cakes and all that. But it's dude in there trying to take your cakes. And for real, man, like, it wasn't even paused yet. But like, I wasn't even expecting Mike to say this because I felt like he was going too far. You know what I mean? Like, if this wasn't true, he's now scaring the crap out of dude. You know what I mean? Kirk. So he ever try to take your cakes in there? He was like, don't lie to me either. I looked at dude. Dude was like, why would you ask me that? Why would you ask me something like that? No, he never done nothing to me like that. Why would you? He just seen him get all my stuff back. You ain't just see him get all my, somebody came in our old cell and stole. I don't know who it is. It could have been you. Mike was like, what? He was like, what the hell you mean it could have been me? How the hell am I stealing your shit? I ain't got to steal your shit. He was like, I wanted your shit when I was in there. I would have took your shit. What the hell did you talk about? Dude was like, Kurt was like, well, somebody stole it and you up here making these false allegations about my selling. Like, he just got crazy. Like, I ain't never hear Kurt get like this. Like, he got kind of crazy, y'all. I'm like, so I hear how this is turning. I say, yo, Mike, come on, man. Come on, bro. Mike was like, man, you tripping. You wilding, man. You wilding, man. Dude, Kurt was like, yeah, I'm wilding. Okay. I'm like, this motherfucker. I'm like, man, come on, bro. I grab bro, man. I'm like, come on, man. Me and bro walk away. We start walking laps. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, bro. I said, man, look, man. I understand, goddamn, you know, you was in there with him for a little second, man. You don't want nobody to take, you know what I mean? Like, get taken advantage of, whatever the case, man. But like, bro, you can't be taking up, bro. For like, I mean, bro, listen. At the end of the day, bro, if you want to go all out for that, bro, go ahead and do it. I'm letting you know now, I'm not getting in that stuff. I don't give a damn what's going on. I still wasn't thinking crazy about crazy stuff, like, right yet. I knew it was crazy. Something crazy was going on, but I still wasn't thinking that crazy stuff. So, like, I'm telling bro, like, bro, I don't got nothing. He was like, nah, you good. He was like, nah, it's just, man, that junk crazy. He was like, man, like, for real, man, like, I feel bad. He was like, man, because, you know, bro, like, when I was young, bro, my uncle used to touch me, man. I'm like, what? Like, he just came out of nowhere with this. I'm like, so we walked. I'm like, bro, like, what? He was like, bro, like, bro, back in the day, bro, that happened to me. That happened to me, man. So, like, you know, with dude, man, like, if he in the cell with dude, man, dude doing that, that's when it hit me. Like, it hit me kind of pause. Like senses came to me a little bit. And as I'm saying that, I see the dude, he coming down the steps. He come down the steps, he hit the hard right. They come over there kind of slightly where we was at. And he walking to by the payphones, and I promise y'all, I caught him from afar. Shit went off on him. Goddamn, I'm looking like this. I think Mike looking at him. I'm like, caught myself like, oh shit. I was like, yo, man. I said, man, they probably ran a play on Kirk. Man. I was like, man, you don't know what niggas be doing. I said, man, for real, dude fuck around. He was like, I ain't never heard dude fucking around. He was like, I ain't never seen him talk to no chumps. I ain't never seen him messing around with no gay dudes, none of that. You know what I mean? I was like, man, that's crazy. I said, man, them freaky ass gunners, man. I said, man, dude, a gunner though, man. I was like, man, you never know. I said, bro, why the fuck would he goddamn volunteer to move into the cell and go on the top bunk from the bottom bunk, bro? Like, who does that? That nigga been locked up forever. He was like, yeah, you right. Like, for real, he was just saying he didn't give a fuck. Like, I was like, nah, hell nah, he give a fuck. I was like, he and that bitch trying to get at your goddamn old cellar, y'all, so boom. Now, even with the speculation of dude trying to get his cakes, he gave him his cakes back, but he trying to get the other cakes, you know what I mean? Like, even with the speculation of that, we still didn't have proof. Y'all see that we talked to Kirk. Kirk was in denial mode, like a lot of them be. He was in denial mode, like he didn't want to listen to us, and y'all see how this shit be. You know what I mean? Like, we catch signs, we throw stuff out there. It's up to you if you want to get the bait. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got nothing to do with nothing else. Like, that's just how I go. You know what I mean? So, like for real, bro, after bro denied us and like he act like he ain't want to listen to nothing we was saying, like it was all good in my book. I wasn't tripping, but like to see how all this is unfolding, man, like it be nuts. And now it's crazy because I told y'all I sleep in 44. There's somebody else that sleep in 43. And then they sleep in 42. Then my homeboy sleeping 39. So it's like all us is right there on the top tier. So I can remember, man, one night we was in that jump, man, for real. And like dudes used to, like our jump was sweet at night. Like when it's locked down for the rest of the night, the workers would be out there running around. I'll have my tray slide open talking to a dude I know because he was a house worker out there. And everybody would just be kicking it. Like it'll still be like wrecking some doors or whatever the case. It depends who's working. So, man, I can promise y'all, man, like this was still like right before count. But we up late, me and my roommate up late. And I don't know if Mike was up late, but all we heard was like, something that was like, ah! Ah! My roommate was like, yo, you hear that? This is how we talking. Because we trying to make sure we hearing what we thought we heard. He like, yo, you hear that? I'm like, I was like, ah! What the fuck? Then it stopped. No more. It's like 3 times of that shit. They don't want no noise. I was like, yo, Mike, my tray slot is open. I was like, yo, Mike. He was like, yo. I was like, bro, you heard that shit? He was like, yeah, man. I was like, then I thought about it. I'd be so fried sometimes, like, oh shit. That's the Predator and goddamn. I was like, yo, that shit wild, man. I was like, damn, like, he in there violating this dude. Like, what is going on in here, man? Like, he already gained his trust by giving him his items back that he probably stole his goddamn self. And y'all see how fast a maniac can turn into a predator? Like, it be that fast. Look at the moves. He gave up his bottom bump. Nice and easy. Old head, smooth with it. He did that. I gave up my bottom bump walk. He go in the cell with dude. He know dude super green. He gets somebody to steal his stuff, or he steal the stuff. He gets the stuff back. He gains Kirk trust. Kirk's taking up for him, not trying to listen to us. Now look what's happening now. He's in his damn cell getting his cakes taken for real now, goddammit. Forget the items of cakes. His cakes is getting taken. His real cakes are getting taken now, man. Now, if he's giving it willingly or it's being taken, it's still the question is in the air. But at the end of the day, I heard in my voice that he wasn't feeling that shit. I heard it in his voice that he wasn't feeling that shit. That's my word. I heard it in his voice he wasn't feeling that shit, man. And the dude, like, for real, like, I started looking at it like, what the hell could we do at the end of the day? Like, what the fuck can we do? So, like, what I did was I put my headphones on, y'all, and I started watching Sports Center. So, boom! I had to block that shit out, man. I ain't want to hear no more or no shit like that, man. I'm like, this is wild. So we lay down, wake up the next morning. Everybody get up for breakfast. We go to breakfast. I look up. I see Kirk. Kirk standing by his door, like, he leaning over the till, like, right by his door. They open all the doors. It's early as shit. He dressed, shirt tucked in. He leaning over the till like this. I look down. I'm still brushing my teeth. I'm looking. I see Mike come out. Mike looking. He like, looking around. He looked at Kirk. Kirk looking like he's spaced out in the face. I'm the spaced out look in the face. My word, he's looking like he's spaced out. But look at him, like he's like when you get traumatized like that, man. Like when something like this happens, like what's going on with Kirk, man. Like what can you really do? Like it's a lot you can do. It's a lot you can do, man. But when you in a place like prison, man, like it makes things extra scarier, man. Like it makes it even scarier. So like I don't know if Kirk feeling like I gotta hold it down for this dude won't take me out. Or like, this is what I'm feeling like I should be doing now, like being a gay guy or whatever. I don't know. He was just looking spaced out in the face. So I see Mike say something to him. I'm like, I go back in the room. Spit the jar on the toilet. Minutes, wash my teeth. Wash my face. I come out. When I come out, Mike ain't talking to him no more. They was like, exit out for child. So we exited out. Everybody leaving. Mike waited for me and shit. So as we got down, walk by, I look up. I see goddamn the nigga E comes to the door. And they got a goddamn baggy ass Scully on. Y'all know we wear the orange Scullies. That nigga look like he washed his Scully by hand so many times. That shit ain't even dark orange no more. That shit, the color of the inside of a pumpkin orange. That shit was ashy as a bitch. That nigga that ashiest orange hat in America. That shit was baggy. He had it flip boat street time. That shit was over by his ear over here. That shit was baggy as a bitch. He come on the door. He like, that shit like it was his night hat. He come on the door. He like, and Johnson, he like, and nigga went back in the day and didn't go to child, y'all. So boom, me and Mike start walking to child's early shit walk. Mike like, yo, bro, hey look, man, that's word, bro. And he goddamn Kirk said he gotta holler at me. I'm like, holler at you? Holler at you for what? He was like, man, cause I'm talking like this, cause I'm like, yo, bro, come on, bro. Like I fuck with Mike. You know what I mean? I fuck with Mike, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, goddamn, like I feel what you saying, but like, Mike is feeling like he's ready to be the predator slayer on this one, y'all. Like, and I can't stop nobody from being a predator slayer because some people, and not it gonna be a lot of people, but a lot of people be so frustrated with these goddamn predators, man. I'm telling y'all, man, they be ready to be the predator slayer. And Mike is ready to do it. I see it in his eyes. I see it in his goddamn eyes, man. I'm like, man, this shit crazy as a bitch, something like that. Mike was like, yo, I see him go talk to his homeboy. He go talk to his homeboy. His homeboy sleep in cell 12. Downstairs, you know what I mean? He go holler at him. So goddamn Mike holler at him and shit. He come back where I was at. I'm like, bro, what the fuck you up to? He was like, man, look, man, fuck that shit. That nigga gotta go. I was like, man, you can get that nigga out of here, man. I was like, bro, man, be careful with that shit, bro. Like, that's word, be careful with that shit. He was like, nah, I got that nigga. I'm gonna rumble the nigga. That nigga gotta go. Fuck that shit. Now, I'll say Mike was a little shorter than the Predator. Like, he was a little bit more bigger than him, man. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, wait, before you start making plans, bro, find out what the fuck Kirk talking about. So he ain't gonna sit by Kirk and alert everything in child. So when they let up for child, he get up fast. So I get up fast right behind him. Nose is a bitch. Y'all know nose is a bitch. I go right behind his ass. Right behind his ass. We walking in the joint. I see him catch up with Kirk. Kirk turn around. Kirk walking. Kirk like, He walking dumb as I'm noticing his walk is extra stupid now. He used to walk like, he was like a fucking Frankenstein. Now he's walking like this, pause. He like his left leg dragging type shit. Like, I don't know what's going on, but he catch up with him. I catch up with them. He like, yo, tell me everything. I'm saying in my head like, man, Mike, wild as a bitch. I'm gonna tell you everything. That man don't want to relive that shit, man. Folks, I'm gonna tell him everything. I was like, man, Mike, come on, man, with that shit, man. He was like, no, what happened then? Goddamn, dude, Kirk was like, he forced himself on me last night. He's still walking, talking. He forced himself on me last night. I'm like, oh shit. I stopped. I'm like, oh shit, Mike and him still walking. I was like, kept walking. He was like, yeah. I told him I didn't get down like that. He did it. He said he always was trying, man. He'll be in the cell, jacking his dick. Pause, y'all. Pause this. But this is what this man is saying. He said he'll be in the cell, jacking his cock and just fucking trying to gun the booth from where we at. And he can't even see the booth. And I used to tell him, he used to tell me to put the blanket over my head. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga been trying, this nigga jacking off in the cell game. That's a major violation. He said, man, that man was jacking off to the booth way from 39. Man, you know how long a distance that is? This man playing goddamn sniper school. This man goddamn shooting from far distance like Steph Curry, y'all, so boom. Hearing all this shit, my skin was crawling. I ain't even gonna lie. Hearing all this shit, my skin was crawling. How he lined him up, how he got in the cell, how he be gunning in the cell, how he stole the commissary. All that shit was getting on my nerves. I ain't even gonna lie. But at the same time though, man, like I ain't want my man to crash over this motherfucker, man. Because fighting a predator, that shit can go tricky. You know what I mean? But my man is mad. Mike is mad. Mike go out at his homeboy. His homeboy and shit. Go over there, all at him. Goddamn, I guess his homeboy fuck with the dude eat. You know what I mean? His homeboy go upstairs as soon as we come back. His Empire wreck. He tell him, hey, tell that nigga I'm trying to wreck that nigga, bro. Bring his ass in cell 12. So I guess when the dude tell he get up that baggy ass hat baggy as a bitch. That shit all over here. He cut the door. He listen to the dude tell him to do the door before the doors pop. The doors pop. He was like, all right. He come down the steps. He like, motherfucker need to mind their business. Motherfucker need to mind their business. You ain't want to be in the cell with him. Motherfucker need to mind their business. Motherfucker need to. Mike was like, what? Man, listen, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. So they right there. So Mike was like, man, bring your ass in the cell. He was like, you want to fight? We can fight. I look up, I see Kirk looking around the globe like, that shit like around like the showers. Like, you got to be back there. He looking like, word. They go in that jump. Oh, yes. That shit was like a powerful ass fight. That shit was. They went at it for a second. Goddamn, I finally go over there and look. I look. Word, I seen the goddamn predator nigga. That nigga was getting off a goddamn mouse. Oh, man, he was getting off my homeboy. Like, he was like, my homeboy was on the ground. His eye was bloody. I was like, oh, shit, got him. He was like, he grabbed the dude. He was like, I was like, oh, shit. That nigga came out and he was like, yeah, mind your motherfucking business. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Mind your motherfucking business. Yeah, I'm gonna make him my boy. So fucking wet. What is it to you? What is it to you? Ain't you about to go home? What the fuck you give up? Like, he done beat my man ass and he talking shit. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, shit crazy. My homeboy get up on some rocky shit. And that nigga get up. And nigga's like, hey, tell that nigga come back in this bitch, man. That nigga shit leaking. All type of shit. He's like, hey man, tell him come back in this bitch, man. Police still ain't paying this shit. I know everybody in the pod had this shit coming. Everybody in the pod had this shit. I'm like, oh shit. Nigga like, yo, tell him come back in here, man. I was like, yo. I was like, yo. He said, hey, come on, bro. Run that shit back, man. Run that shit back, man. Run that shit back. Predator was like, that nigga walked in that bitch. That nigga went in there. My homeboy was like, what's up? They squared off. This word. I goddamn, he ain't even know I came there right behind him. And then I don't usually get involved in this shit, y'all. And I promise y'all, if this would have fucked up me going to Lawrenceville, man, I would have never been able to live with myself. I would have had no Lawrenceville stories for y'all. I would have got fucking caught, man. But God was with me, man. That nigga walked in the cell, he ain't even seen me. I was right behind him the whole time. So he was on the square, I hooked his ass. And it just so happened when I hooked that nigga, y'all, that shit hit him, that shit took him to the wall. He fell that way. When he fell that way, Mike got in his ass. Mike was on his ass. I'm talking all punches. So he ball up. So we over there. We fucking him up. My very first time fighting a fucking predator. Man, My word, man, we in that joint fucking him up. We beating his ass. He done hit the ground. Kicking the nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Fuck out this part. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you. Goddamn, he was like, yo, I think y'all niggas got to do. Y'all niggas do. I hurry up. Fuck out of there. I blended in over here. I got the fuck out of there. Mike kept whooping that nigga ass. Boom, Mike in there fucking that nigga up. I'm like, oh shit. I slid. I got the fuck out of there, y'all. My word, I got the fuck out of there. I started walking. I looked at Kirk. And then Kirk was like, that nigga was looking like, that nigga was looking scared as a bitch. That's word. Nigga just kept whooping that nigga ass in there. He fucking the Predator up. Man, he fucking the Predator up, man. My word, police finally coming that bitch. Police coming in. Police go in that bitch. Man, they go straight back there by cell 12. Man, they go back that bitch, man. That nigga still whooping that nigga ass. Man, he still whooping that nigga ass, man. Police grabbed both of them niggas. Handcuffed both of them niggas. Took them niggas, man. Took them niggas, man. I ain't gonna lie. Took them niggas, y'all. Took them niggas, man. Bro almost beat the Predator out of his fucking life. He almost did that, man. He beat the shit out of the Predator, man. Predator was fucked up. When they came and got the Predator, we banked them in the beginning. But when they came and got the Predator, man, the Predator was like, took that nigga out. Took bro out. Goddamn, and locked us down. We was locked down. The niggas came in that bitch, cell 12 was all fucked up. They came in there and talked to them niggas. Goddamn, was trying to investigate. They came and looked at everybody, did the shirt off, shit, nobody. I ain't got no scars on me because I ain't do nothing but hook that nigga and gave that nigga like a 10-piece McNugget. That's all I did. Goddamn it. So I get away with this shit. Man. I look up. My word, police come in that bitch. They go straight to goddamn cell 42. They in that bitch talking to bro. Even though his celly is the one who shit they gotta pack up and everything, but they talking to him. They talking to Kirk, they talking to him. Next thing you know, you see Kirk leaving out the pod. Kirk leave out the pod. He gone for a minute. We look up again, them people came in that bitch and packed up the whole cell. They packed up the whole cell. Kirk went to the hole, but for what? That was the $1 million question, man. A couple days later, we found out that Kirk told them people what that man did. Kirk told that people what that man did. He wrote about it every day in his fucking incarcerated book. And he kept notes of every day what that man was doing. He had every fucking thing. And they said he turned all that shit in. That's what made the people believe that he didn't really want what happened. You know what I mean? He didn't want that. You know what I mean? So they ended up giving bro a sexual assault charge, man. You know what I mean? He ended up getting a sexual assault charge. And I know that shit was embarrassing for him because everybody on the compound was talking about that shit. How he caught that case. That nigga caught a sexual assault case, man. Mike ended up getting out the hole. Mike was the one telling me basically how he was in the hole, basically like telling on dude, basically. Mike came out and told me that shit, but when Mike got out the hole, like, I wasn't too mad at him for getting that shit. He apologized, like, man, Weezy, man, I'm sorry for, man, I would have goddamn fucked your shit up, bro. I know how bad you want to get off. So I was like, bro, I just couldn't take that nigga no more, bro. Like, I said, the way he violated dude and did all that shit, I couldn't take it no more, bro. So that shit won't matter, man. It is what it is, man. Me and him packed up. And we've been cool ever since, man. But the Predator was never seen again. He caught that assault case, man. I think they shipped him somewhere. Kirk went to another compound. Again, he was too traumatized to come back on the yard. But that shit was a wrap, y'all. And that was a crazy story. But that's the end of the damn story. Appreciate y'all for watching as always, man. You got to be careful, man. They got them predators in there, man. They go after cheeks. Pause, man. That's just what they do, man. So stay out of prison, man. Stay on the streets where you can live your life. Period, man. But y'all already know what this is. This is the bonus bag. That's what I need y'all to do. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. But y'all be safe, man. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart just to open your eyes.